Hi, and welcome to episode 4 of My Life Lesson. Today we have TV editor Ben Bulatao, but first I just want to share this very quick editing story with you. So, I was cast in the movie Lords of Dogtown, working with Catherine Hardwicke, who did the first Twilight movie. And I'm super excited because I'm doing scenes with Emil Hirsch and Victories. And everyone's saying while I'm shooting the movie, God, this is going to be a breakout role for you, this is fantastic. Anyway, we get to the big screening for the cast and crew, and where's my scene? Snip, snip, on the cutting room floor, dude. And I'm like, whoa, no, what's going on? And so I see Catherine at the end, and she's like, I'm so sorry, we needed more action in the movie, so your scene had to go. And I'm like, no, but editors, man, you gotta love them, and you gotta hate them. But it's not their fault. But I had to share that story with you. Anyway, here's Ben.
Hi, my name is Ben Bulatao. I'm Filipino American, and I'm an editor on Deadliest Catch. What I love most about editing is that, you get to be real creative and, kind of putting your stamp on it. And when I see people react to it, I do admit that's what I live for. I love watching people reacting to my editing, which is, kind of narcissistic. I was working on plastic surgery before and after. And I happened to be working on a segment that featured one of my coworkers. She was getting breast augmentation. And so I was working on it, and she walked by, and then she saw me working on it. And so she came in, and she goes, Ben, I want to see the segment. And I'm just looking at her like, but you're naked in it, and they're tearing through your breast. And so she said, okay, press play. And then she saw one of our coworkers walking by. She goes, hey, come in here. I want you to see this too. I'm like, are you kidding me? And so we sat there watching it, and she was so proud and happy to watch us getting her breast surgery. So that was one of the craziest things I ever had to deal with. My biggest challenge has been my dad. I went to school for dentistry because my dad wanted me to be a dentist. And so I graduated from UC Irvine in biological sciences. But I knew I didn't want to be a dentist. So I became an editor. And I went to a party one time, like a family party. My cousins said, oh, your dad's in the back. Go say hi to him. I went back there. He was with all my uncles drinking. Then he saw me. He goes, oh, Benji, I want you to meet your uncle. Your uncle's a dentist. He didn't waste his education like you did, in front of everyone. And I just looked at him. I would just go, well, I make more money than you, don't I? It's disrespectful, but it was the first time I stood up to him because that really hurt. But dealing with my dad, I learned that whatever you want to do in life, if your parents try to force something on you, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Because I'm much happier now that I pursued editing. And I didn't even think that editing made that much money. I just wanted to do it. You just have to do what you want to do, and you'll be happy. Like right now, I just bought my perfect suit for the EMMYS. I was just scrambling because I want to look good when I go there, and especially when we take pictures for Facebook. I kind of want to show the world on Facebook in pictures that, look, I made it. And I like being an inspiration to my cousins, my friends. Like, yeah, you can make it too if you just follow your dreams. But, you just have to keep pushing. I have a lot of friends who wanted to get into the entertainment industry, but chose a safer route. They're sort of happy, but I know they've told me more than once that they wish they went the other way. For some reason, I'm not like that. I just kept going. The best piece of advice that I have is try to do as many internships as possible. Get as many connections as possible and work your ass off. I was in a, apprentice editing class, and when I graduated, one of my classmates called me, and she said, you know what, I can't take this job. It's for an infomercial place. Can you take it for me? I go, yeah, sure, I'll take it. The editor, Ed Yost, he interviewed me. And I go, oh, just look, I don't know anything about working a computer. I don't know anything. I will work for free if you teach me. He took that offer up. So I worked for free. I learned really fast. I would come in at night, like from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I had a day job too, by the way. I worked so hard and good. They loved my work and they hired me. I took that and I met my boss, Darla Marasco, and she said, I'm going to take you with me. And I've been with her since 1995, and I haven't been unemployed since 1995. What I would say to up-and-coming Filipinos and Filipino Americans is, well, first, I would love to see you in the industry. I hardly see any Filipino Americans or Filipinos in the industry. When I watch the Filipino shows in the Philippines, very creative. So I urge you guys to just please come into the industry. Don't be scared. If that's what you want to do, go for it.
Thank you, Ben, so much for your courage and for sharing your story. I know it's not easy because you're not used to being in front of the camera, but we really appreciate it. Next week we have beautiful model dancer Angela Henderson, so stay tuned. Hit subscribe and like, and we'll see you next time.
I have this dream, I have this goal. How do I achieve it? My motto is don't wish for it, work for it.